Welcome to latest News Blaster. The country music world has been set ablaze once again, as Blake Shelton has finally broken his silence following Miranda Lambert's deeply emotional confession about their past relationship, and the response has left fans both heartbroken and stunned. It has been nearly a decade since the once golden couple of country music called it quits, yet the echoes of their love story continue to resonate across Nashville and beyond. Miranda Lambert, who recently opened up during a candid interview, admitted that she still cares deeply about Blake, despite everything that has happened between them. She described their years together as a beautiful but painful chapter, confessing that certain memories never stop haunting her. For years, fans have speculated whether Blake still harbored feelings for Miranda or whether he had fully moved on with his current wife, Gwen Stefani. Now, Blake's long-awaited response has added a new emotional layer to this ongoing saga, bringing back feelings that neither side, or their fans, seem ready to let go of. According to insiders close to Blake, his reaction to Miranda's heartfelt words wasn't one of anger or dismissal, but rather quiet reflection. Blake reportedly told a friend that hearing Miranda open up so vulnerably hit harder than expected. While he has been happily married to Gwen Stefani for several years, Blake has always maintained that Miranda was an important part of his life, and that their love, though complicated, helped shape who he is today. In a rare public comment, Blake finally addressed Miranda's confession during a recent interview after being asked about her emotional statements. "You can't go through something like that and just erase it," Blake admitted, his voice filled with emotion. "Miranda and I went through a lot, some beautiful moments, some tough ones, but it was real. I'll always respect that." His words sent fans into a frenzy, with many praising his maturity and honesty, while others couldn't help but wonder if the flame between them might still linger deep down. When Miranda Lambert spoke about Blake, she didn't just talk about their breakup. She talked about the weight of fame, the pressure of being a power couple, and how difficult it was to keep their love alive under the spotlight. She described the years after their divorce as a journey of rediscovery, saying that she had to learn who she was without Blake Shelton. "I had to find my own voice again," she said tearfully. "It took time, but I don't regret our story. I'll always care for him because he was a huge part of my life." Her confession touched fans all over the world, with many taking to social media to express their support. Comments flooded in, ranging from "this is the closure they both needed" to "some loves just never fade." And now, with Blake's response echoing that same emotional tone, fans feel as though the circle has finally closed on one of the most talked about relationships in country music history. Those who followed their relationship from the beginning know just how deep their bond once ran. Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert met back in 2005 during a duet performance, and the chemistry between them was undeniable from the start. They eventually married in 2011, becoming one of country music's most beloved couples. Their songs often reflected their real-life emotions, sometimes joyful, sometimes heartbreakingly honest. But fame, distance, and rumors of infidelity began to chip away at the foundation of their marriage. When they announced their divorce in 2015, it sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment world. For many fans, it was the end of an era. Both artists poured their pain into their music, and while Blake found solace and new love with pop star Gwen Stefani, Miranda focused on rebuilding her identity and channeling her heartbreak into her art. Still, despite all the time that has passed, both of them remain connected through the songs they once wrote and the memories they can never forget. In the years following their split, speculation never really stopped. Every lyric Miranda wrote, every emotional performance Blake gave on stage, it all sparked fan theories about whether the two were still sending messages to each other through their music. When Miranda released Tin Man, a song about heartbreak and vulnerability, fans immediately linked it to her marriage with Blake. Similarly, when Blake sang I'll Name the Dogs, some listeners thought it was his subtle way of reflecting on what could have been. For the longest time, neither artist confirmed nor denied these interpretations, allowing their audiences to draw their own conclusions. But Miranda's latest confession, and Blake's heartfelt response, have reignited these conversations in full force. It seems that even though both have moved on in their personal lives, there remains a shared sense of unfinished business that time hasn't completely healed. Sources close to Blake say that he watched Miranda's recent interview privately before deciding to respond publicly. He took his time because he didn't want his words to be taken the wrong way, the source revealed. He respects Miranda and didn't want to open old wounds, but at the same time, he wanted to acknowledge what they had. Blake's comment, though brief, carried immense emotional weight. Fans were quick to notice that his tone was soft and nostalgic rather than defensive. In one fan's words, "You can tell Blake still has love for her. It's not romantic anymore, but it's real love, the kind that doesn't die." This emotional maturity from both sides has earned widespread respect, even from those who once chose sides during their messy breakup. Meanwhile, Miranda's fans have been deeply moved by how gracefully she handled her confession. She didn't blame anyone or dwell on the pain. Instead, she spoke about growth, forgiveness, and gratitude. "Sometimes love doesn't last forever," she said. But that doesn't mean it wasn't true. Her words resonated with people who have experienced similar heartbreaks, making her story feel authentic and relatable. She also mentioned that watching Blake find happiness with Gwen helped her heal. "It took a while, but I realized that we both deserve to be happy, even if it's not with each other," Miranda explained. This line in particular has gone viral, with fans calling it the ultimate act of emotional maturity. Industry insiders believe that this open exchange between the two stars could mark a turning point in their relationship, not a romantic rekindling, but a genuine reconciliation rooted in mutual respect. There's even talk of the two possibly performing together again at a future country music event, something fans have been dreaming of for years. "It would be a full-circle moment," said one Nashville producer. "Seeing them share the stage again would remind everyone that their connection goes beyond romance. It's about artistry, history, and respect." While Blake Shelton has built a peaceful life with Gwen Stefani, often expressing how she helped him find calm after chaos, it's clear that his memories with Miranda Lambert remain etched in his heart. In fact, some fans pointed out that during a recent concert, Blake appeared emotional while performing one of his older songs from the Lambert years, as if momentarily transported back to the past. Observers say that Blake's eyes glistened when he sang certain lyrics that once defined their relationship. Whether intentional or not, the moment felt symbolic, a quiet acknowledgement of a love that, though long gone, remains unforgettable. Social media has been overflowing with fan reactions since Blake's comments made headlines. Many are calling it the closure moment both of them deserved, while others can't help but wish for a reconciliation. "Sometimes the universe brings people full circle," one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "Even if they don't end up together again, at least they found peace." Others were more emotional, saying, "You can hear the sadness in Blake's voice. Some loves just never die." The discussion has sparked countless videos, fan edits, and emotional tributes, with fans revisiting old interviews and performances from the days when Blake and Miranda's chemistry was palpable. In truth, their story represents something timeless: two people who loved deeply, lost painfully, but learned to grow and forgive. Both have evolved into stronger versions of themselves, and both continue to carry the lessons of their shared past. As Blake's response circulates across social media and news outlets, it's evident that even after years apart, their connection continues to capture hearts around the world. For fans, it's not just a celebrity story. It's a human one, filled with love, loss, and the courage to move on, while still honoring what once was. For now, both Blake and Miranda seem to be at peace with their past. Blake continues to thrive on The Voice and in his music career alongside Gwen, while Miranda remains one of country music's most respected and authentic voices. Yet their intertwined histories remind everyone that real love, no matter how it ends, always leaves a mark. Whether through a song lyric, a passing memory, or a few heartfelt words in an interview, their story continues to inspire millions who have loved and lost. And as fans continue to replay their words and analyze every line, one thing remains crystal clear: Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert may have gone their separate ways, but their hearts will forever share a melody that the world will never forget. In the aftermath of Blake Shelton's heartfelt response, both fans and media outlets continue to dissect every nuance of his words. Analysts from the country music scene note that Blake's tone during the interview hinted at something deeper, an underlying sense of nostalgia that perhaps even he didn't expect to feel. He didn't just respond as a celebrity addressing a past relationship. He spoke as a man reflecting on a chapter that helped define him. Blake's voice softened when he talked about Miranda, one journalist observed. It wasn't the tone of regret, but of acceptance. It felt like a man finally at peace with his past. Many fans believe this was the most genuine version of Blake Shelton they have seen in years, stripped of fame and spotlight. Just a man acknowledging a love that once meant everything. Miranda Lambert, on her part, hasn't directly reacted to Blake's recent words, but insiders claim she was deeply moved when she heard what he said. According to a source close to her, Miranda quietly watched the interview in her Nashville home and became emotional. She never expected him to say something so kind and reflective, the insider revealed. It meant a lot to her that he still respects what they had. Those close to Miranda insist that while she has fully embraced her current life and marriage, a piece of her will always hold gratitude for the years she shared with Blake. They were two people trying to love each other in a storm, the source added. Now that the storm has passed, they can finally see the sunshine that came from it. Meanwhile, fans continue to create emotional montages, editing clips of Blake and Miranda's past performances together, overlaying them with the emotional lines from both of their recent interviews. The nostalgia is undeniable. Many longtime followers describe it as a love story that never truly ended, just changed form. Some have even started petitions asking for the two to perform a duet once again, believing it would serve as a beautiful symbol of forgiveness and mutual respect. Music insiders say that if such a collaboration were to happen, it would break streaming records in days, simply because the emotional weight behind it would be too powerful to ignore. Blake's current wife, Gwen Stefani, has reportedly been supportive and understanding through the entire situation. Insiders close to the couple reveal that Gwen is aware of how important Miranda was in Blake's life and that she doesn't feel threatened by the emotional honesty of his response. Gwen knows the difference between past love and present love, one friend shared. She respects that part of his story. It's part of what made him the man she fell in love with. As the dust begins to settle, it's clear that Blake Shelton's response and Miranda Lambert's confession have done something rare in the world of celebrity heartbreak. They've brought closure, compassion, and understanding to a story that once ended in pain. Their journey serves as a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful kind of love is the one that, even after ending, leaves both people stronger and wiser.